The Super Smash Bros. Series has been out for many years now, and it has a huge fan base, me being one of them. And with the Smash Ballot being over, I decided to bring you guys 10 fun facts about Super Smash Bros. Let's take a look. Super Smash Bros. Was originally going to be a fighting game called Dragon King the Fighting Game. It was going to be a Super Nintendo game that would use the Super FX chip used for the 3D rendering of Star Fox. It was going to be a new intellectual property with original characters and locations. In the early stages of development, it was just the after-work hobby project of Masahiro Sakurai. He presented the fighting game to his colleagues Satoru Iwata, who helped develop it further. In order to sell it to the higher-ups in Nintendo, they added Nintendo characters to the game, but they were going to switch them back to the original characters, but that didn't happen. Super Smash Bros. Was originally intended to be a Japanese exclusive release. After seeing its success in Japan, Nintendo decided to release it worldwide. It sold more copies in America than in Japan. There were some interesting changes made for the international release. For example, the Kung Fu sound effects in the Japanese versions are replaced with metallic fighting sounds that we find in the international release. The final smashes featured in Brawl and Super Smash Bros. 4 were considered back in the N64 days. Technical limitations prevented them from being included in the original Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros. Melee. The voice clips for the final smashes were included in the N64 cartridge, but were unused on the game. Some of these sounds were reused for later Super Smash Bros. Games. In Super Smash Bros. Melee, there is a glitch discovered by a German gaming forum in 2008, 8 years after the release of the game. It's called the name entry glitch, and by using a series of unusual button presses on the character select screen, you are able to do some unintended things with the game. For example, you can play a match alone. You can also play 0-second melee that ends as soon as the announcer says go. You can even make your character appear all black. You can even use the glitch to play as Master Hand. When normally picking a fighter, each character is referred to as an ID number. The glitch forces the game to advance to the select stage screen without you having picked the character number, so the game defaults to the number 0, which happens to be Master Hand's number. The Pokemon Ditto was planned to appear from the Pokeball item in Super Smash Bros. Melee. It can be added to the game with the help of cheating devices, and it is labeled Meta, as Ditto's Japanese name is Metamon. He also appears in Melee's official strategy guide, suggesting it was removed late into development. It's rumored that Ditto was meant to transform in whoever threw the ball, and would help the player fight similar to the assist trophies in Brawl. Problems with Ditto's programming led to it being dropped from development. All of this being true, Ditto does practically nothing in the game. It just says Meta, then disappears. Super Smash Bros. Melee was planned to be one of the first games for the Nintendo GameCube. It was specifically designed to highlight features that weren't doable on the Nintendo 64. This is why the game's opening sequence is high quality, full motion video. The N64 wasn't capable of producing such a long, high quality pre-rendered video. The developers in HAL even worked with 3 other production companies in Tokyo to make Melee's opening sequence as outstanding as possible. In an interview with IGN, Sakurai said that the Wii's motion sensing features probably wouldn't be included in Brawl, because the team had trouble making the motion controls work because the technology wasn't precise, and Super Smash Bros. Requires precise controls. Instead, the game's focus was on the Wii's online capability. Brawl was originally intended as a launch title for the Wii, and was going to emphasize the difference between the GameCube and the Wii with online, similar to how Melee showcased a full motion video and graphics that couldn't be achieved on the N64. The wall jump ability Pichu uses in Super Smash Bros. Melee is used by Pikachu in Brawl. Pikachu in Brawl also knows the ability Volt Tackle, which can only be learned during the Pichu stage of his family evolution. This technique, along with the fact that Pichu's alternative blue goggle costumes in Melee now belong to Pikachu in Brawl, had led some players to believe that Pikachu in Brawl and Pichu from Melee are the same Pokemon, and that Pichu simply evolved and took the old Pikachu's place in Brawl. In the data for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, there is an empty and unused effect file for the Metroid antagonist Ridley. The file is located in the directory labeled effects/assist, suggesting that Ridley at one point was planned to be an assist trophy. It's thought the idea may have been cancelled in order to make him a boss in the Space Emissary. The roster for Super Smash Bros. 4 was decided years ahead. Sakura has stated that the project proposal for the new Super Smash Bros. Game is dated May 20, 2012, and the roster had to be decided by then. This includes third-party characters like Pac-Man and Mega Man. The deal for these characters had to be set in stone years ahead, even if the character hadn't been in a game yet. Greninja had his Smash Bros. Moveset made up before he was in a Pokemon game. Apparently, the developers originally wanted every veteran to return. The only reason newcomers or returning veterans were cut was because of time constraints. Bowser Jr. was actually close to being cut, but the development team made it just in time to include him. There you have it, my top 10 fun facts about Super Smash Bros. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestions for a top 10, let me know in the comments below or on Twitter. Thank you guys for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and look forward for more top 10s in the future.